welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. We're out here co-creating in nature. I'm going to jump into a reading for the Pisces Collective. Hi, Pisces. Welcome or welcome back. Happy to have you here with me. Let's go ahead and jump right in for the Pisces Collective. Okay. Pisces, we have 10 of air, 7 of earth, and justice. 10 of air. This is migrating. This is about 10 of swords is about moving to safer, calmer waters. This is realizing that you tried your best. You tried your best, and the world is so beautiful. The world is so big and so beautiful and so vast. Okay? And you can keep going. You can keep going, and more beautiful things are waiting for you. Now we have the 7 of earth and which is the 7 of pentacles. This is about investments, creating with life, with reality, with nature around you. And then we have the justice card. Okay, so 7 of earth in the reverse for me is asking, have you tapped into the true source of your gratitude, or your ability to create, your ability to feel into it, into into your creation, because 7 of earth is the lemon with the squeeze. So the fact that you have this woman, this middle-aged woman who's planting a tree, and most likely will be dead, or she will be dead before that tree ever bears any fruit. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of connection that spirit is asking you to pay attention to right now. Okay, now coming out in the reverse doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have it. I think it means, what does it mean? I think it always depends on the person. Knight of Wands, okay. Knight of Wands. And it also depends on the context. So, I think whether or not it's in the reverse or upright is kind of besides the point. More than anything, I think its presence speaks so much. And okay, so trust yourself. I feel like that 7 of earth was saying, not necessarily that it's not there, but that there is question. 3 of wands. This is the question. So the Knight of Wands, eagerness to perform, eagerness to do the thing, and to feel the fire of doing. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm going to do. Beautiful. And it's very also red. It's very grounding. It brings you into not only wands in the action of, like, sprouting, but also I feel like the red is like yourself, your blood, and like the core of possibly like your karma, the core of your karma, turning your karma into dharma. Oh my gosh, that is what this energy is, turning your karma into your dharma. This right here. I need to, like, I'm gonna take a picture of this, and like, because you're trying to do the right thing. That's what I'm picking up, Pisces. I feel like you're trying to do the right thing. And God sees you. God sees you. The universe sees you. People see you. You see you. Like, and I think that's the most important part of this whole dynamic. That's the lovers in the reverse with the moon. See, and when it points to this self, and when it's in reverse, it's pointing at you. Who is the lover? you. It's not the other person. And I feel like that's what this moon card is also saying. I need to, okay, yeah. The Lovers also is a Gemini card. So if you're feeling Gemini, Ace of Swords, okay, Four of Swords in the reverse, maybe this is about taking a break when you don't need to take a break. You know, maybe you're like, or you take a break, meaning like take a break when you feel like, man, this is almost like a passive energy. This is a passive energy, Pisces. We don't do passive anymore, okay, Pisces? We don't do passive. We're no longer liberated from the energy, okay? Man, okay, so the High Priestess in the reverse. Okay, let me jump into a different deck because let's see. Let us see, let us see, let us see. Okay. You know, there's like an eagerness maybe to like run away. Okay, run away. Or look at that, Seven of Swords. I'm picking up this like, okay, so it's telling you to focus on you, right? What is your worth? And what is your fear? What is the fear story? What is the fear story that you keep carrying with you, Pisces? That you're not worth it? There's a strong mother energy here as well. Okay? Strong mother. Like, matriarchy. This is a Capricorn energy. Maybe like a guru, maybe someone that you can look up to. This is hard. This is a hard, like, I feel like it's like a wood versus like a sword. Wood versus sword, but like the sword isn't strong enough. That kind of wand versus a sword, but it's not strong enough. Like, but this wand is with it combined. It's like steel and wood, right? But look at this. It's like man, there's something about not being in the right element. Maybe you're like in the wrong, maybe not in the right medium. There's something here. Okay, maybe you're trying to create you know too much from the mind, not from the heart. Oh my God, dang, Pisces, you're such a teacher. You're such an amazing teacher, Pisces. Like, you know, I remember starting this YouTube, and I feel like you, Pisces, you have liberated me in so many ways. Of like, yeah, this is who I am. Yeah, this is who I am, and the fuck does it have to do with you? And I love Pisces for that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So much passion and emotion. And then, you know, there's pain in there too, Pisces. But as long as you do the work, okay, then it won't get too much. It won't feel like too much. It can get as heavy as it can get, possibly, but as long as you find your center and tap in, it's gonna be okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Wow. As long as you tune in with your power, like Pisces, as long as you tune in with your power, and the more and more and more that you like come into yourself, this is an expanding, this is a widening, and we are so proud of you. Like, we are so proud of you for everything that you've been able to accomplish. And you know Wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull an oracle deck. This oracle deck is calling to me, Pisces. 10:15 on the clock. We got a cute little slow fire. I don't know if you're able to see it, but it's a good quality, you know. But it needs more. It needs more edible things. It needs more small edible things so that it can burn brighter. You know, if that's what your goal is. If your goal is to burn bright, if your goal is to sustain yourself, then I guess you don't really have to you don't really have to add more like things to it. Does that make sense? Like, fire is such a teacher for me. Like, I don't just sit here. Like, it's such a amazing element to work with. You know, the psychological aspect of it is so profound and so deep, and I think it's really important for people to take time to get to know your fire, get to know what burns you and what causes you to burn. You know, what ignites you. And these are words that we use and like alchemize, and we don't realize how deeply um how deep the word is, and how it's so easy to say things, but to actually to do them. And I think that's what this, you know, this desire of like, hey, where's my fire at? You know, because I'm trying to do this. Like, put me. It's almost like tipping the, you know, tipping the scales here. And maybe that's what this is like. Okay, we'll get that good earth, you know, get the good stuff, because this is gonna be good for the future. This is gonna be the kind of stuff that will sustain us, sustain uh the collective and consciousness, and all the good stuff. You know, I think I love myself so much. I love myself to the point of like my peace, it means so much to me. And as soon as something starts compromising that, it needs to go. It needs to go. And I think that you've been doing that, um, in a lot of ways, Pisces. But the way that this sword came out is that it might be there might be too many thoughts stopping you from actually using this sword. You see how this sword is being blocked by those swords? So, okay. So that's how you get yourself, you know, you take your time, get what you need, do, you know, navigate how you need to navigate. You know, I need to do this, I need to do this, you know, for the future me, not for me right now, but for the future me, I have to do this, knowing that I'm coming down this path, I'm gonna set myself up right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right, okay, so there's a shovel here. You can see a shovel. Um, hmm, bringing it down, the high priestess. I feel like this is there's something drawing my attention down into the ground. Might be the feet. Might be feet. Um, maybe the feet here. Maybe feet. The feet. You know, where you stand. Where do you stand? And Nine of Wands is looking like his feet are not even touching the ground. So there's like a, you know, there's like a question of like, hmm, what am I supported by? You know, because this Queen of this and all in her bag. um, yeah. Okay. All right. I started getting this download about AI. I don't know if some of you Pisces have been thinking about AI, but 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, that's a surefire way to find out what your fire is here. Is to be grateful. Maybe make a gratitude list, Pisces, and think about all the ways that you are blessed and that you are lucky and that you're grateful. Just make that gratitude list and read it back to yourself and just feel it. You know, I feel that might be a good practice for you as well, because swords are also communication, which could be the throat chakra. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have for Pisces? What else for Pisces? 1612 on the clock. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so curiosity. There's so much knowledge surrounding this decision you need to make. However, there are more options you have not yet considered. Slow down and the right opportunity will present itself. Weariness. No one has your best interests at heart. Others have their own agendas. Step up and take control of the situation. It's the very thing people are not expecting you to do. Frustration. Frustration is not wasted energy if it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. Wow. Wow. So this is like a very kind, welcome, like, you know, little like coaxing you out of, like, if you're frustrated or you're feeling tired of what you're experiencing, then to kind of be curious and just notice, like, there's more to this. There's so much more to this, and whatever, um, you know, Three of Wands is like what you're used to grabbing, but maybe it's going to be something different than that. You know, maybe it's something that an opportunity or something that's going to happen outside of you. 9 of Cups is a very lucky energy. It's very like, oh, like all these people or all this love coming towards you because people love you. Pisces, oh my God, people love you. Okay, let's see what other deck is here. Which deck? Maybe this Oracle deck. Did I already pull over these? Oh, let me see. Let's do the Nightmare Before Christmas. And this can be the last card. What do we have for Pisces, please? Show me clearly for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Alright. So we have the Nine of Swords. 9 of Cups here. So I feel like it's trying to say, like, and the Magician. Oh my God, Halloween is coming, you guys. We have the Magician. There is a lot of fear here. Scary bedtime stories I'm hearing. And it might be from your past, might be from neglect, abuse, whatever childhood colored spectrum that we have. You're worried that by letting go of your frustration, those who are responsible will perceive they have won. Well, they have won because the only one suffering is you. Wow. So foolishness. Okay, so frustration. The fact that that's frustration, and then this is curiosity, and then they have frustration here. Frustration is not wasted energy if it is channeled positively. It's like, okay, yeah. So there's a part, okay, I understand this is kind of confusing, right? Because one says, like, don't be silly. Like, you're worried that by letting go of your frustration, those who are responsible will perceive they have won. So basically you're suffering because it's like you're worried about what someone else might think. Or yeah, because perceiving that they have won is like that's them. Like, who cares, you know? But so it's telling you to like let go, but it's also saying to not just let go, to channel it positively to create a better outcome. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. So yeah, so this is like some like alchemy. This is like some like, you know, get in tune with your Bruce Lee, your inner Bruce Lee. Pisces. Um, I love you so much, and I love that you guys are watching this video. Whoever's tuned in, tapped in, riding this wave with me, I appreciate you so much. And um, yeah, this is a very fun practice that I have, and I do it for my community here and there. Um, you know, maybe twice a month doing moon circles, and I do personal readings. I have been doing that as well. I definitely miss doing these every day, but time has not allotted me for that. But I love you guys for whoever's hanging in there with me and riding this journey with me. I don't really know what this was ever supposed to become, but the fact that my community now looks to me for readings is just something that I never thought was gonna happen. Um, and uh, to be the local tarot reader in Orlando is like, you know, I'm pretty proud of that. So anyway, um, I hope that this reading helped, Pisces, and I hope that you're able to gather, you know, the kind of self-love and surrendering that is asking from you. Like this lovers, this is the lovers with the sword. It's like this is like just surrender. Like look at this, look at this. But I feel like the surrendering is more active than you realize, Pisces. The surrendering is more active than you realize. You know, what do you want to do naturally? You want to do some shit naturally, Pisces. And don't tell me you don't. Don't tell me you don't. I know you do. I see you, Pisces. I see how you move. You like to do what you do. And you're very emotional. You're very driven. You're very honest about that. And we love that about you. But Pisces also likes to go with the flow. So tune in with the magician, okay? Tune in with the magician, and this is green, like your heart. This is also green, so there's might be a fear in your heart, fears in your heart about, oh, the oogie boogie man, or this is a guy who lived under the stairs or some shit, but he had he had the mask, and when you took it off, you realized that he was empty. This guy didn't have anything inside of him. He was just like empty on the inside. So whatever it is that you thought that you had so much fear, because when we were kids, we would see this guy and be like, I remember looking away from the TV, like, oh shit, this guy's scary. But then realizing, like, hey, you know, he can't do shit to me. He's like full of air. So how much of the fears in your life that stops you from creating, okay? And creating, doing whatever the fuck you want is what I'm talking about, Pisces. You know, and creating doesn't have to look like, oh, you know, crafting or something. It really doesn't. It looks like whatever thing that ignites you, whatever thing that adds to your flame and that keeps your soul alive, Pisces, because your soul is real and you know that more than a lot of fucking people. So honor that and be true to that. And I love you. And make sure to meditate, Pisces. All right. This is all that I have for Pisces. I hope that it helped. If it did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Maybe share with other Pisces.